Hi guys, no talaga namang sana kaya pa natin no talagang isasagad na natin yung pagiging jumbo hotdog nyo no talagang wala tayong choice 'di ba kung hindi magpatuloy sa napili nating course. Ayan. So ngayon no medyo matagal tayong na-delay din no sa pag-continue natin sa FAR. But now we will continue our lesson, 'di ba, sa for by studying accounting for income tax. Ayan. So, ito na lang yung napili kong discussion since I feel like it's less complicated, no? Mahirap siya in a way na siguro marami pang kailangang kabisaduhin concept, no? Especially since hindi kayo masyadong nagkaroon ng good foundation sa inyong income tax subject. But it's an advantage na rin sa inyo para at least 'di ba meron tayong konting madagdag sa kaalaman natin sa income tax, no? Plus, ayun, of course this will be forming part of your final exam. So I hope makinig talaga ng maayos. Ayan, para sa final exam natin, of course, magkaroon tayo ng grades na talaga namang ah pakak, 'di ba? Talaga namang lumalaban. Ayan. So, for accounting for income tax, ang ating accounting standard na nag-govern is past 12, no? So, ang goal talaga natin when we're studying no or discussing about accounting for income tax is to reconcile no accounting income and taxable income kasi in accounting no maaring meron tayong sinasama sa income no sa pag-compute ng ating accounting income that is not included no sa pag-compute naman ng ating taxable income. Meron din namang naka-include sa taxable income that are not included when we're computing for our accounting income. So, that accounting income, no, may also be referred to as our pre-tax, no, pre-tax income. Yan, financial income, correct. So, let's differentiate first accounting income and taxable income. Ano ba yung kaibahan nila, no? Ano ba yung basis nila? Ano ba yung mga concepts, no? Na ginagamit nila as a basis. So, ito yung kanilang main differences. So, of course, when we're talking about accounting income, ito yung income that is appearing on the income statement. So, di ba meron tayong mga financial reports, we have the balance sheet, we have the income statement, statement of cash flow. But, of course, accounting income, yan na yung tinatawag nating, di ba, sales or revenue. And this line item, this account name, no, appears on the income statement. So, 'di ba, andun yung revenue, andun kasi yung expense, 'di ba? So, income may be seen there. Okay? So, while naman, no, sa ating taxable income, this is the amount, no? Amount or digit. This is the income that is appearing on our income tax return, no? So, doon mo siya makikita. So, yung accounting income, makikita mo siya sa income statement. Kapag taxable income, makikita mo naman siya sa ating income tax return, no, na fina-file natin kay BIR. Now, itong accounting income, balik tayo sa kanya, this is computed in accordance with the generally accepted accounting principle. So, yun yung basis natin sa pag-compute, no? Sa kung ano man ang inclusions and exclusions sa ating accounting income. Well, of course, for your taxable income, we base it of several tax laws and tax codes na meron sa Pilipinas. Okay? So, yun ang pinagkaiba nila, no? Meron silang ibang pinagbabasyahan sa kanilang computations. Now, for accounting income, we use the accrual basis. So, ang accrual basis, di ba, that is a concept, 'di ba? Wherein we recognize income when it is earned, 'di ba? Regardless if it is collected or not yet collected. While kapag sige, di ba pala tayo tapos dito sa accrual basis. While kapag expense naman, 'di ba? We recognize expense when it is incurred regardless of when it is paid or not paid. 'Di ba? Ganun siya. While sa cash basis, ito yung talagang exact opposite of accrual, wherein we only recognize or we recognize revenue na kaagad, no, when it is paid, no, regardless of when it is earned or not yet earned, no. Basta nakakollect ka na, meron ka ng collection, that will be recognized as your revenue. Same din sa expense, kahit na hindi mo pa naman na-incur, pero binayaran mo na, no? Under cash basis, pinapa-recognize na niya yung iyong expense. Okay? So, talaga namang malayo, no? Yung pagkakaiba ng accounting sa or ng income sa accounting aspect and then sa taxation aspect, no? Kung mapapansin natin. Now, we have differences nga, 'di ba? Sa computation of accounting income and taxable income. So, we have first yung ating tinatawag na permanent differences and second yung tinatawag nating temporary differences. Okay? By the word itself, no, by the wording itself, of course, kapag permanent difference, ang sinasabi dito is that talaga namang yung inclusions, no, sa accounting income ay hindi talaga sinasama ever, no, sa taxable, sa computation of our taxable income. Same naman din sa exclusions, no, yung mga hindi sinasama sa accounting income, talaga namang sinasama sa taxable income. So, talagang permanent difference, no? Hindi talaga sila nagkakasundo. While kapag sa temporary differences, ito, kasama siya, no? Most of the time, kasama siya sa taxable income, kasama rin siya sa accounting income. It's called temporary difference since differences siya because of the timing lang, no? Maaring sa taxable income or sa accounting income, ito ay taxable na ngayon, pero sa taxable income, yan ay taxable pa lang in the future. So, it's a matter of timing difference lang, no, kapag sa temporary difference. So, for permanent difference, we have non-taxable revenues, okay? Excuse guys. And then we also have non-deductible expenses. For temporary differences, we have taxable temporary differences and then we have deductible temporary differences. Okay? Meron tayo dito FTA, no? So, itong taxable temporary differences, that is your future taxable asset, no? And then, future deductible amount. So, ito yung future taxable amount, no? I stand corrected. And then, yung FDA naman is your future deductible amount. Okay? Your future taxable sige, buuin natin. Ayan. So, your taxable temporary difference is also your future taxable amount, no? While your deductible temporary difference is also called your future deductible amount. Now, this future taxable amount results in the creation of your deferred tax liability. Okay? While your future deductible amount results to the creation of your deferred tax asset. Okay? And guys, no, sorry sa pag-ubo, no, sa pagsinga dahil talaga namang panahon, 'di ba? Panahon na ng konting, alam mo na, 'di ba, dahil sa panahon medyo nagkakasakit tayo. Malamig tapos mainit sa umaga. Ayan. So, ayan nga, no? May creation siya dito. So, that's the differences, no, between accounting income and taxable income. So, now, we proceed with the computation, no, of your, bago pala tayo mag-proceed, siguro, explain ko ng quickly, no, kung bakit nag-a-arise or nag-create ng deferred tax liability itong future taxable amount natin at bakit naman nakakapag-create, no, ng deferred tax asset itong ating future deductible amount. Now, ito kasing future taxable amount, guys. So, sa accounting, 'di ba, ibabawas siya muna, ibabawas muna siya to reconcile with tax, no? Because it will be taxable pa lang in the future periods. So since in the future period pa lang siya, no, magiging taxable, no? Ibig sabihin, in the future magkakaroon ka ng liability, no? Related to that future taxable amount. Okay? Kaya siya deferred tax liability. While naman sa future deductible amount, so sige, pwede mo siyang i-deduct sabi ng tax, no? Pero in the future pa lang. So idagdag mo muna siya ngayon, no? So since sa future mo magagamit, no, yung deduction na yan, and of course kapag deduction, 'di ba, usually that works as your benefit, no? Especially dun sa taxpayer. So ito ay since siya ay isang future benefit, ito ay deferred tax asset, no? So yun ang kanyang rationale. So we proceed with the conversion, no, from AI to from accounting income to taxable income. Okay? So we start talaga with our accounting income or pre-tax financial income. So ito 'yon. And then of course we account for our permanent differences, no? Sa pinag-usapan kanina, our permanent differences, no, ay yung non-taxable revenues. Teka guys ha. Sige, inom muna din kayo dyan. So, yung non-taxable revenues and yung non-deductible expense. Kapag non-taxable revenues, no, ibig sabihin, na-include siya, no, na-include siya sa iyong accounting income, pero sabi ni tax, wait, hindi yan dapat kasali. Okay? Hindi yan dapat kasali sa mga income na isa-subject natin sa tax. Pero sinali mo siya accounting, no? Kaya dapat naman ibawas mo siya. Okay? Alisin mo siya. Sabi ni tax kay accounting. So pinabawas niya. Okay? Permanent yan, kailangan talaga siyang ibawas, no? Dahil hindi talaga siya kino-consider ni tax, no? So dito parang ang dating si tax yung boss, no, at si accounting yung sumusunod sa kanya. Okay? Kumbaga siya yung dominant, 'di ba, sa relationship. Ayan si tax. Yung non-deductible expense naman, sabi na naman ni tax kay accounting, wait, no? Wait lang, yung diniduct mo na expense para sa akin, no, or sa akin, hindi talaga dapat yan i-deduct, no? Hindi yan dapat i-deduct para makuha, no, or mag-arrive sa income na isa-subject sa tax. So, i-add mo yan. Sinasabi ko sa'yo, sabi ni tax. So, sabi naman ni accounting, sige, i-add ko. So, i-add mo siya dito. Ngayon, of course, ito yung sum niya, no? Dito ang non-taxable revenue mo and non-taxable expenses. Ito yung permanent difference mo, no? So, pwede niyang maging positive kung mas mataas yung deductible expense mo or nasa negative kung mas mataas naman yung non-taxable revenue mo. Okay? Now, the difference between accounting income or pre-tax financial income less permanent difference, yun ay yung financial income subject to tax mo, no? So ito na yung income na sinasabi ni tax, no, na taxable talaga, no? So nabawas na yung mga permanent differences nating tinatawag. Now, furthermore, kung ibabawas naman natin, no, from financial income subject to tax, meron pa tayong mga ibabawas na temporary differences. And kanina, ang pinag-usapan natin, 'di ba, is meron tayong future taxable amounts, no? Ito ang sabi ni tax accounting, tama naman, no? Tama naman na nakasama yan sa mga income na taxable. Okay? 'Di ba nandito siya guys sa financial income subject to tax. So sabi ni tax, tama naman yan accounting, no? Pero feeling ko in the future pa lang yan dapat matatax. Okay? In the future pa lang yan dapat matatax. So alisin mo muna siya ngayon. Okay? Sabi ni tax. Pero in the future naman, sabi niya, masasama yan ulit, no? Bare-reverse. Pero as of now, alisin mo na muna siya. Okay? So, sabi ni accounting, sige. So, sabi naman dito, future deductible amount. Sabi ni tax ulit kay accounting, itong future deductible amount na yan, tama ka naman, no? Na-deductible yan. Pero feeling ko, in the future pa lang yan, pwedeng i-deduct. Okay? Tama yan, no? Na yan ay pwedeng, yan ay expense sa deductible. Pero, in the future pa lang, sa palagay ko. Kaya, i-add mo muna, please, sabi niya, no? So, pina-add niya, no? Pina-add niya muna, sabi niya accounting, okay. Suppose, ayan. So, ito yung kanyang temporary differences. So, kapag sinubtract mo itong temporary difference mo, mula sa iyong financial income subject to tax, that will result, to your taxable income or operating loss. Of course, kapag taxable income, positive yan. Kapag operating loss, yung negative. Okay? Okay. So, I hope that is clear, no? Talagang, hopefully, naiintindihan naman. Dito, siguro, may mga nalilito, no? Sir, baka kasi malito ako kapag lumitaw, future taxable amount, future deductible amount, non-taxable revenue, non-deductible expense, no? Baka hindi ko alam, sir, kung ano na yung i-deduct ko at i-add ko. Ano kayang pwede mong maibahagi naman sa akin, sir, this time, no? Na clue para naman hindi ako maguluhan, di ba? So, ito mga taxable amounts, diba? Ito, meron tayong non-taxable revenue, tsaka future taxable amount. And kailangan mo silang i-deduct, no? So, ang kailangan mong tandaan sa kanila ay, di ba kapag future taxable revenue, ayan, non-taxable revenue, I mean, letter T siya, di ba? Letter T siya, so dapat kapag taxable, no, or non-taxable, tatanggalin mo siya, no? Tatanggalin. Letter T siya, 'di ba? So 'yan ang clue ko sa iyo. Kapag naman non-deductible, D, 'di ba? So yan dagdagin mo, 'di ba? Dagdagan. Dadagdagin. Tama ba? Tatanggalin, dadagdagan. Dadagdagan. Ayan, 'di ba? Kapag D, kapag future taxable amount, letter T ulit 'yan, 'di ba? Tatanggalin. Kapag naman letter D, ayan, 'di ba? Dadagdagan. So i-add mo muna siya. Ayan. Sir, so yan I mean nagbigay na ako kapag ayan, letter T, tatanggalin, no? Letter D, dadagdagan. So i-add mo yan, ito isusubtract, okay? Sir, parang feeling ko kasi hindi ako masyadong nagtatagalog. Hindi ako masyadong nagtatagalog, sir, no? Baka makalimutan ko yan. Kung di ka nagtatagalog, ang gusto mong tandaan ay English, sige, bigyan kita, no? So, dito kasi, ito yung ating, di ba yan yung ating clue? Okay, sige. Iano ko lang i-bold ko lang siya para at least, di ba? So, kung nagna-notes ka, ang gawin mo, di ba, talaga namang kulayan mo yan ng kulay red, di ba? Para matandaan mo kung ano dapat yung iyong tatandaan. Ayan. Ayan, ito naman letter T ulit, di ba? Ayan. So, letter T, non-taxable na permanent difference, tatanggalin yan. So, deduct, no, or subtract. Kapag naman non-deductible, letter D, idadagdag. Add, no, taxable amount. Ayan, tatanggalin ulit. Ibawas. Deductible amount, dadagdagan, i-add. Tapos, ayun nga, yung issue kanina, di ba, yung mga hindi nakakapag-English or nakakapag-Tagalog, bigyan ko kayo ng English. Kung kanina yung first letter, ngayon naman itugman natin siya sa last letter. Okay? So, pag letter T, yung non-taxable revenues, no, under permanent differences, para matandaan mo na yan ay tatanggalin sa Tagalog or i-deduct sa English, no? Magbibigay ako ng word na English para matandaan mo. So, subtract ang dapat mong tandaan dito, no? Kasi ang last letter ng subtract ay letter T. Ay letter T, 'di ba? Yan din ang first letter ng taxable, sa non-taxable revenue. So, yan ang iyong clue, no? Lagay ko lang din siya dito sa baba. Same din yan, 'di ba? Dito sa iyong future taxable amount, no? Dahil sa future pa lang yan. So, ayan. Tanggalin mo muna siya or i-subtract, no? So, yung subtract ang last letter niya is letter T, 'di ba? Para matandaan mo lang din. Okay. Sa non-deductible expense naman dadagdagin, no? So, magbibigay na lang din ako, no, kung nahihirapan ka kasing mag-memorize ng Tagalog. So, add, 'di ba? Ang last letter ng add is D. Ayan. O. Ay. Ayan. 'Di ba? Sino ka diyan? Talaga namang walang kawala, wala nang excuse para makalimutan, 'di ba? Oh, yan na. Talaga namang plakado na, 'di ba? Okay. So, yan, no? So, marami ng mga clues para matandaan mo kung alin ang idadagdag, alin ang tatanggalin, no? Alin ang i-add, alin ang isusubtract natin. Okay? So, I hope na na-take note yun, no? So, pwedeng maging konting clue, 'di ba, sa pag-solve, no? But most importantly, kailangan talagang ma-realize, no, kung bakit tinatanggal, bakit ina-add. Okay. So, dito tayo sa permanent differences, no? Sa part na ito. I-read ko na lang. Ayan. So, sa part na ito tayo. So, let's provide an example of a non-taxable revenue. So, ito yon. Bakit nga ba siya dapat tanggalin? Okay? Bakit siya pinapatanggal ng tax, no? Kasama siya sa accounting income, pero to arrive sa ating taxable income, no, kailangan siyang tanggalin. Okay? So, an example of your non-taxable revenue is, or no, interest income on deposits and then dividends received. Okay? So, ito, permanent difference siya kasi under tax, no, hindi mo na siya kailangang isama sa pag-compute ng iyong taxable income because there is a separate income taxation process and a process for this kasi nga itong interest income on deposits and dividends received, ito ay final tax, no? Kaya ang pinapaalis na siya sa pag-compute ng ating taxable income because there is a separate return, no, filed for this income sources. Okay? So, yun naman ang explanation dyan. So, dito naman sa non-deductible expense, no, kaya naman ang sabi ni tax, no, kailangan mo yung i-add, no, hindi mo yan dapat dineduct, so dapat i-add mo yan accounting kasi itong life insurance premium, so ito yung mga example, no, life insurance premium, so ito, only when the entity is beneficiary of the life insurance policy. So, under tax kasi guys, no, hindi ito deductible, no? Pero sa accounting, no, ito ay allowable, no, to be expense. Kaya ang ginagawa, sabi ni tax, kailangan mong ibalik yan kasi hindi ko naman yan binabawas, no, sa pagkuha ng aking taxable income. So, ibalik mo siya. But take note, no, permanent difference ito only when the entity is the beneficiary of the life insurance policy, no? Only when the entity is beneficiary of the life insurance policy. Okay? So, ibig sabihin, kapag hindi na yung entity, yung beneficiary ng life insurance policy, it is no longer a permanent difference. No? Kasi, if it is not named, or the entity is not the beneficiary of the life insurance policy, under income taxation, it is deductible na. It is similar with accounting. Okay? So, next naman is yung tax penalties, surcharges, and fines. So, kay accounting kasi that may be expense. Pero kay income tax, sabi niya, hindi yan deductible sa akin, no? Yung tax penalties, surcharges, and fines, hindi yan deductible sa akin accounting, no? So, i-add mo yan. bakit ko naman yan ipapadidak kung penalty na yan? No? So, parang ang dating, bakit mo pa yan magagamit as your advantage, no? Kung ikaw na yung may kasalanan sa akin. Parang ganun. Kasi ba penalties yan, surcharges and fines. So, i-add mo yan accounting, di ko hahayaan yan. So, ayan, kailangan siyang i-add. So, I hope na gets yung rationale behind this. Okay? So, we have naman yung ating temporary difference. So, dito na tayo sa part na to. Sige, inom muna tayo ulit. Diba? Water break. Okay. So, yung sa ating temporary differences, diba? Una, yung deferred tax liabilities, diba? That are arising from your future taxable amount, diba? From your future taxable amount, yan. So, so dito, ayan. Dito tayo. Bakit kailangan tanggalin muna? Okay? So dito, yung accounting income kasi, mas mataas siya kaysa sa taxable income mo. Okay? So, nagre-result to sa future taxable amount, di ba? Kasi sa taxable income, mas mababa siya kaysa sa yung accounting income. So, ang dating, meron pang portion of your accounting income that will be taxable in the future. No? So, kailangan mo siyang ibawas muna ngayon. Okay? So, dito naman sa CV of your asset that is higher than your assets tax base. So, ang dating, no, mas mataas yung carrying value of your asset than your assets tax base, no? 'Di ba yung pinag-uusapan natin guys sa assets tax base kapag for example, yung fair value, yung zonal value, yung assessed value, kung ano yung susundan doon. Ngayon, kung yun, yung assets tax base natin is mas maliit kaysa dun sa carrying value of our asset sa accounting, no? So, ang dating dito, yung depreciation kasi sa ating taxation purposes ay mas malaki, no, kaysa sa ating carrying value of asset. So, ang dating, mayroong portion, yung difference na is a portion that will be taxable in the future. No? So, therefore, i-deduct mo muna siya dito. Okay? Alright. So, of course, kabaligtaran lang naman ng carrying value of your asset, no? Na mas malaki kaysa sa yung assets tax base is yung liabilities tax base mo sa taxation is mas malaki kaysa sa carrying value of your liability. Now, of course, for this, no, it's just the opposite, the complete opposite of what we have discussed here, no? Kung bakit kailangan mo siyang i-add dito sa ating future deductible amount. Okay? So, ilagay ko lang siya dito. Okay. Okay, so I guess we can proceed now with our recognition principles. Yan, so we have deferred tax liability and deferred tax asset. So, itong deferred tax liability, actually, makukuha mo tong deferred tax liability, no? When you multiply your future taxable amount, which is this one, no? When you multiply your future taxable, wait lang, dito na lang. So, dito yung ating future deferred tax liability and then deferred tax asset. So, you get your deferred tax liability when you multiply your future taxable amount, no? Ito yun, by the enacted tax rate. Okay? Multiply by your enacted tax rate. So, ayan na. Let's say your enacted tax rate is 30%. Okay? Nangyari. Kasi nga walang amount. Okay? So, yun lang yung, for yung example niya, no? Similar with your deferred tax asset, makukuha mo to by multiplying your future deductible amount sa enacted tax rate as well. Okay? Ayan. So, yun lang naman siya. So, your deferred tax liability shall be recognized for all taxable temporary difference. No? So, ito yun. Ito nga yun. Except for the following. So, meron tayong goodwill arising from business combination. No? So, yan yung kapag nag-acquire ka ng isang company, no? Binili mo siya ng mas mataas kasi sa kanyang tunay na halaga. Ibig sabihin, meron ka ding goodwill na pinapurchase that is not identifiable. Okay? You also have your asset and liability that does not affect accounting taxable income. It's self-explanatory. So, hindi naman yan kasama, no, sa magre-result ng iyong DTL. And of course, undistributed profit of subsidiary, associate, or joint venture. Now, for your deferred tax asset shall be recognized for all deductible temporary differences, also for operating loss carry forward when probable. So, dito, no, itong operating loss carry forward, ito yung kapag ang isang company, no, yung results ng operation niya is a loss and it's probable na ito ay magagamit niya, no, as an incentive in the future. Now, dito na tayo. Measurement of taxes. So, dito, meron tayong current taxes. This is measured using the tax rate that has been enacted and effective at the end of the reporting period. So, ito talaga yung current, no? Ito yung relevant sa taon, no, na ina-account natin yung isang problem. Dito naman, I guess this is enacted, no? Enacted. This is measured naman using the tax rate that has been enacted by the end of the reporting period and expected to apply to the period when the asset is realized or the liability is settled. So, enacted are future tax rates, no? So, usually, itong future taxes na to, no, ginagamit natin siya sa pag-compute ng deferred tax liability and deferred tax asset. Kasi nga, di ba, those are expected to be realized in the future. So, itong future taxes yung ating gagamitin. But we have here an example. So, 30% yung tax rate mo applicable to the year 2025. 25% naman yung tax rate mo enacted and effective starting taxable year 2026. Now, the question, what tax rate shall be used to measure current and deferred taxes on December 31, 2025? So, of course, ang sagot dyan is yung 30% tax rate applicable to year 2025, no? So, yun ang gagamitin mo sa pag-compute ng deferred taxes mo, no? On December 31, 2025. But of course, kapag 2026 na, ang gagamitin mo na is yung 25%. Okay? Now, let's go to the financial statement presentation of the following. Okay? So, we have here, ayan, ito yung mga current taxes mo, ito yung mga deferred taxes mo, and then this will be their classification. Kapag current tax liability, that is a current liability sa iyong financial statement, your current tax asset is under current asset, okay? Kapag naman deferred taxes, no, your deferred tax liability is considered as non-current liability and your deferred tax asset is considered as a non-current asset. Now, meron ding offsetting, no, of deferred taxes. An entity shall offset a DTA or a DTA against a DTL when first the DTA and DTL relate, no, to income taxes levied by the same tax authority. So, in the Philippines, I guess similar naman as always, no, since isa lang naman. ang tax authority natin, which is the BIR. And of course, pangalawa, the entity has the legal right to set off a current tax asset against a current tax liability. So, itong right to offset, di ba? Usually, it is allowable under the law when a person, no, or a party is both a creditor and a debtor, 'di ba? So there is compensation, no, as a mean to extinguish the obligation. Okay? So that is all for the theory part. I guess, no, I'll just stop the recording na muna and prepare another recorded discussion for the problems part. Okay? So thank you guys, and I hope, no, na sa mga clues or sa mga, alam mo na, mga strategies, tips na naibigay natin, that you have understood, 'di ba? The concepts for accounting for income tax. Okay? So just support this by reading, no, some textbooks, okay? And if you have any questions, you may freely ask me or ask your classmates na rin, no? Just in case, okay? So thank you and see you sa ating next video.